He said that we don't care about the decision of that is going to be taken by the court. At the end of the day, MK is going to get what they want. These people, they don't believe in the court of law. They don't believe in the court of law.
The 360 experience with Thomas M.
Guys, you know that looking at this whole debacle between the African National Congress, Umkhonto weSizwe, and IEC, I cannot help but feel like there is something sinister that is happening here. There is something sinister that is happening here. Guys, you remember a couple of months ago when the EFF was up in arms saying that there is no way they're going to allow this bogus political party to be on the ballot. For obvious reasons, clearly this political party was trying to steal the identity of the EFF, and the EFF understood that if this political party is actually registered, a lot of EFF supporters are going to mistake this political party with the EFF. EFF understood that the members of these bogus political parties, chances are they were going to find themselves in parliament, and these people would have been voted in by the members of the EFF and not the members of their own political party. This is the reason why the EFF fought so hard for this political party to be scrapped off the ballot. And IEC came out and said, guys, we know that you say that there's nothing wrong with what you did, but the EFF actually has a point. There is no way we're going to allow you to the ballot because you guys are honestly trying to steal the identity of the EFF. But today, the same EFF supporters, because they hate Ramaphosa, they say there is nothing wrong with what Jacob Zuma and the fake Umkhonto weSizwe are doing. So I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, what is different from what this political party tried to do to the EFF and what Jacob Zuma is doing to the ANC? Because this political party tried to steal the identity of the EFF, and Jacob Zuma is trying to steal the identity of the African National Congress. What is different? Just because these people hate Ramaphosa, they think that their double standards can be accepted, and their double standards cannot be accepted. And we are in this position today because of IEC. Because if IEC was a credible organization, they were never supposed to register this Umkhonto weSizwe as a political party. IEC, if these people were credible, they were never supposed to register this political party, this fake Umkhonto weSizwe that belongs to Jacob Zuma. I mean, for the longest time, Jacob Zuma went around, tried to convince the South Africans that this is the real Umkhonto weSizwe. Do you remember not so long ago, they went to Limpopo, tried to visit the grave of Collins Chabane, tried to campaign standing next to the grave of Collins Chabane to prove that this fake political party they are running with, it is the fake Umkhonto weSizwe. But the family of Collins Chabane said that, man, we are not going to allow you to campaign standing next to the grave of Collins. The family of Collins Chabane said that, guys, we want nothing to do with this fake Umkhonto weSizwe. The family of Chris Hani said that, guys, you must not even dare think of standing next to the grave of Chris Hani because this thing of yours, it is the fake Umkhonto weSizwe. Today, the same fake Umkhonto weSizwe is telling South Africans that, guys, if the court actually orders IEC to scrap us from the ballot, then no one is going to vote. No one is going to go to the polls because we're going to render this country ungovernable. These people are now threatening the South African voters. They are telling them that, guys, if the court actually said that the African National Congress has a point and IEC was wrong to register us as a political party, then no one is going to go to the polls. And this is the reason why I'm saying that I am blaming IEC for everything that is happening. Because IEC was never allowed, was never supposed to allow Jacob Zuma to register this political party with the name of Umkhonto weSizwe. IEC could have told Jacob Zuma that, man, if you want a political party, you can name it Nkandla, you can name it Butterhead for all we care, but we are not going to allow you to register this political party using the name of Umkhonto weSizwe and stealing the logo that is similar with the Umkhonto weSizwe that belongs to the African National Congress. Clearly, African National Congress is going to have a problem with that. Clearly, ANC is going to have a problem with that. But no, IEC said that it is fine as much as we didn't allow this bogus political party to be on the ballot for obvious reasons. We're going to allow this fake Umkhonto weSizwe to be on the ballot despite the African National Congress coming out and swinging. Right now, the South African voters, they have been told that you guys are not going to go to the polls if the courts actually tell us that Umkhonto weSizwe was unlawfully registered. I blame IEC for all of this. We were never supposed to be on this position. And what makes me sick to my mind and what makes me sick to my stomach is that all the media attention is now being diverted to this fake and bogus case. Everyone in the mainstream media is talking about this fake Umkhonto weSizwe, Jacob Zuma and Cyril Ramaphosa and the African National Congress. This is the only thing that these political parties, or this is the only thing that the mainstream media is talking about. And this is one thing that makes me sick to my stomach, that the mainstream attention, that the mainstream is depriving all the political parties in the country. All the political parties in the country right now, they are being deprived of media attention because everyone is focused on Jacob Zuma and Cyril Ramaphosa. Guys, I cannot point my finger to it, but I honestly believe that there is something sinister that is happening here. There is something sinister that is happening here. I cannot surely put my finger to it, but there is something sinister that is happening here. Because you think about it, you sit back and you think about it, that Jacob Zuma on the 16th told the people that I am not going to vote for the African National Congress. I am going to vote for this fake Umkhonto weSizwe, the new Stokvel that we have just concocted. Why didn't the African National Congress expel Jacob Zuma? Why didn't the African National Congress expel Jacob Zuma? And why did IEC actually allow Jacob Zuma to register that fake Umkhonto weSizwe as a political party? I mean, like, if IEC said that this political party could not be on the ballot because these people are trying to steal the identity of the EFF, what makes the IEC think that it is okay for Jacob Zuma to steal the logo that belongs to ANC's MK and run with it as his own political party? There is something sinister that is happening here, man. I feel like the people of this country, man, they have been taken for a ride. I feel like South Africans have been taken for a ride.
To say that if Zuma want to form a party, it is fine. He can call it Msholozi. He can call it Zuma.
I mean, like, you can call it Nkandla for all we care. But why did Jacob Zuma take this name? I mean, like, Jacob Zuma knew exactly what he was doing. Jacob Zuma knew exactly what he was doing. And for the supporters of MK to go around and saying that the African National Congress disbanded MK, so there is no way the African National Congress can tell us what to do with their intellectual property. These people have disbanded MK, so they have no right over MK. This is despite the families of the real MK guys who died behind Umkhonto weSizwe, telling them that, guys, do not even attend, do not even come to our homes with this fake Umkhonto weSizwe. They did not even listen to the families of Colin Chaban. They did not even listen to that. They're still running with it as the real Umkhonto weSizwe. It is not the real Umkhonto weSizwe. Everybody understands where Umkhonto weSizwe comes from. You don't have to be the supporter of the African National Congress to say that the African National Congress on this position, they are right. You don't have to be the supporter of the African National Congress. I want the ANC to lose the elections because I'm sick and tired of their inept and corrupt governance. But on this position, the African National Congress is right. And I hate Jacob Zuma for coming and making us defend the African National Congress. I hate that this person is literally forcing us to defend the African National Congress.
He can call it whatever he wants to call it. But we will never leave him to run away with MK. Because Umkhonto weSizwe belong to the African National Congress. Umkhonto weSizwe,
I mean, like, Umkhonto weSizwe is literally ANC's military wing. It's ANC's military wing. And for people to say that just because ANC, quote unquote, disbanded Umkhonto weSizwe, it means that they can do everything they want. I mean, what kind of logic is that? What kind of logic is that? I mean, guys, we are in this position because of IEC. If Umkhonto weSizwe actually is scrapped from the ballot, and Jacob Zuma tells his ground soldiers that, guys, you need to render this country ungovernable, and Ramaphosa ends up postponing the elections, you need to understand that this is the fault of IEC. It is the fault of IEC for allowing these people to exist from the first place. It is their fault.
belong to the African National Congress and the people of South Africa. The party has taken a decision to take our asset and run with it. We took a decision to challenge him. We are challenging him in two levels in terms of this formation. You must understand, this is the beginning. Here today in the electoral court, we are challenging him in terms of deregistration of this party. That's the first leg. Next week, we challenge the patent, the ownership. Who owns Umkhonto? and then it is owned by ANC. So that is the second leg. It has been, should anything work against us, it will not be the end of the day. Should we register victory, it is equally good for the ANC. Comrades, we respect the rule of law. We are not afraid of anybody. We have seen them all and they failed. They started with Congress of the People. We defeated them. And today, Mukitu Warikatu Fikile. And now, Jacob Zuma has done something that we wouldn't have expected from him. To form a political party against the African National Congress. Now, comrades, he has done it, and therefore he is here defending it as his party. And the African National Congress, we are here standing to say this is our property. And there is nothing wrong with that. This afternoon we will speak about the politics of this party. We will speak to the media at large. We said at 4 o'clock. We'll explain politically. But Jacob Zuma, we have already taken a decision about him. He's no longer our member.
You people are lying, man. You people are lying, man. You know, I hate it so much when the ANC guys goes around and telling people that Jacob Zuma is no longer the member of the African National Congress. You guys are lying. You are lying. Jacob Zuma still goes around and telling people that he's still a good standing member of the African National Congress. You guys only suspended Jacob Zuma. You have never actually expelled Jacob Zuma for what he has done to the party. I'm so sick and tired of watching the likes of Fikile Mbalula, the likes of Thabo Mbeki, going around and saying that Jacob Zuma is no longer the member of the African National Congress. Jacob Zuma is still the member of the African National Congress. And these people, they say that we are nonsense for talking that, for concocting the conspiracy theories when we say that these political parties are working together. Guys, you know that for the longest time I've said that the African National Congress and this fake Umkhonto weSizwe, they are working together. Because if Umkhonto weSizwe actually succeeds in rendering this country ungovernable, the biggest winners are going to be the African National Congress. If Ramaphosa is actually forced to postpone the elections, the biggest winners are going to be the African National Congress. And this is the only reason why I'm saying that these people are working together. The fact that Jacob Zuma has not been expelled by the African National Congress, it tells you everything that you need to know. These people going around and saying that Jacob Zuma is no longer the member of the African National Congress, it is a lie. It is a lie. Jacob Zuma is still the member of the African National Congress. And these people are failing to expel Jacob Zuma. And this is the reason why some of us are concocting these conspiracy theories and saying that you people are working together. African National Congress, you actually want Umkhonto weSizwe to render this country ungovernable so that you can delay the elections. You don't want the people to go to the polls. You know that the South Africans are sick and tired of your inept and corrupt governance. You don't want the people to go to the polls. You don't want to see or feel how exactly people are feeling about you. So if Umkhonto weSizwe is going to do your dirty job for you, you're going to sit back and say, thank you so much. You're going to say, thank you so much. People are saying we are talking nonsense. When I'm saying, guys, my conspiracy theory tells me that these two political parties are working together. And for these reasons, this is the reason why I believe they are working together. This is why I believe they are working together. These people, he's lying to the people of Bloemfontein. He's lying to the members of the African National Congress, saying that Jacob Zuma is no longer the member of the African National Congress. Jacob Zuma, he's still a good standing member of the African National Congress. Why is he lying to the people? Why is he lying to the people? Guys, there is something sinister that is happening here. Don't say I didn't warn you. But there is something sinister that is happening between the ANC, Umkhonto weSizwe, and IEC. I guess only time will tell, but there is something sinister that is happening here. Because African National Congress actually wants these people to render the country ungovernable. I mean, you remember that guy, the Indian guy, he came out and said there's going to be a civil war in the country. People said that anyone who utters those words, they should be in jail. But that guy is still going around telling South Africans that there's going to be civil war in the country. The youth leader of Umkhonto weSizwe tells the South Africans every chance he gets that there's going to be civil war in the country. The only response that these people got, they got a response from Ramaphosa saying that, yeah, we're going to make sure that the people who are uttering those words are locked up and they are behind bars. So if you are so serious about making sure that these people are held accountable, why haven't those people been behind bars? The African National Congress hasn't done anything about these people who are telling South Africans that there's going to be civil war in the country. They haven't done anything about it. So what makes you think that the African National Congress actually doesn't want the country to go into civil war? I'm sitting here and thinking that these people, they want us to go into civil war. They want us to go into civil war so that their elections can be scrapped. This is what they want. This is my conspiracy theory. This is what they want. People say that we are saying nonsense when we say that these political parties are working together, man. I am not going to drop my guard, guys. I am not going to drop my guard. I'm not going to drop my guard. I'm waiting, and maybe time will prove me wrong. And if I'm wrong, I'm not going to be shy to come on the platform and say, guys, I was wrong on that one, on saying African National Congress is working with Umkhonto weSizwe. I was completely wrong. It won't be the first time. I came numerous times on the platform and say, guys, you know I predicted such and such, and I was wrong. I'm not shy to come on the platform and say that, guys, I was wrong on that prediction. So this one is one of those predictions that I'm sticking by it. I'm sticking by it by saying these people are working together. I'm sticking by it.
Is under suspension. And he has also been charged. So
Nah, Fikile Mbalula is simply lying, man, to the ignorant ANC supporters. Let's hear what Umkhonto weSizwe is actually saying, man. You know, whenever these people talk, man, I cannot take them lightly. I cannot take them lightly, man. You see this gentleman that you are seeing on your screen? He said that we don't care of the decision that is going to be made by the courts. At the end of the day, MK is going to get what they want. This guy, he said that we don't care about the decision of that is going to be taken by the court. At the end of the day, MK is going to get what they want. These people, they don't believe in the court of law. They don't believe in the court of law.
I think today we are here to play a cheap politics with ANC. Really, there is no value for what we are here today. We're supposed to be on the ground.
I mean, clearly there's a value, man. You guys stole the intellectual property. Clearly, that is value. That is value. How do you guys feel walking around knowing that the logo of your political party was stolen from ANC's MK? How do you guys feel?
Working for our party to get a 2/3 majority. But the ANC decided to place charges, a very, very weak political agenda, and we are here today. All these comrades come from different provinces. We are here to support Jacob Zuma. We are saying, regardless of the High Court of Bloemfontein decision, but we as MK, we are going to get what we want.
Guys, you need to listen to that, man. You need to listen to that, man. These people are dangerous. These people are dangerous. You need to listen to when these people speak. You need to listen when these people speak. You heard that. He's telling you, we don't care about the decision that is going to be taken in the courts. We're going to get what we want. You remember IEC told Jacob Zuma, they said, Jacob Zuma, we cannot allow you to run as the presidential candidate of Umkhonto weSizwe because you know, man, you are corrupt, you went to jail, and all sorts of reasons. And this is the reason why we are not going to register you as the presidential candidate of Umkhonto weSizwe. Guess what? Last week, Umkhonto weSizwe came out and announced Jacob Zuma as the presidential candidate. They said anyone who dares to step between Umkhonto weSizwe and Jacob Zuma, man, like, they will make them feel their wrath. IEC told them that, guys, these are the reasons why we say that Jacob Zuma cannot stand as the presidential candidate. MK came out and said that, guys, we know without Jacob Zuma we are nothing. This political party understands that without Jacob Zuma they are nothing. If IEC actually going to succeed in making sure that they sideline Jacob Zuma, then people are not going to vote for this party. The only reason why people are following this political party is because of Jacob Zuma. They understand that very well. They understand that very well. This is why they are telling you that, man, we don't care what IEC said. We don't care about you, IEC. You can say whatever that you want to say. We don't care about that. But Jacob Zuma is going to be our presidential candidate. Now, he just told you that this court, man, we don't care what's going to happen with the decision that is going to be taken in this court. At the end of the day, MK is going to get what they want. Guys, you need to listen to these people. You need to listen to them. Next time, when you are unable to vote, don't say that we didn't warn you. Next time, when the country is rendered ungovernable, don't say we didn't tell you. Because these people are telling you live on national television. 2 weeks ago, they told you that there's going to be civil war in the country. Last week, the youth of MK told you that no one is going to go to the polls. This man is telling you that we don't care about the decision that is going to be taken by the court, because we know that Ramaphosa has captured the courts. So we don't care about the decision that is going to be taken in those courts. MK is going to get what they want. Listen when these people speak. They are very dangerous. Don't take them lightly, man. You know, for some reason, I don't take their threats lightly. I take their threats very serious. These people, man, I've never taken people so seriously, man. You know the EFF. No, man, the EFF are a bunch of cartoons. I don't take them seriously. But MK... MK, man, I take these people very serious. Maybe it's because, you remember, after Jacob Zuma was thrown into jail, KZN stood still. Maybe that is the reason why I'm taking these people seriously. The EFF hasn't done anything really. The EFF, they are just a loudmouth. Julius Malema, and they are just loudmouth. They talk a lot, but they do nothing. But this party, man, they are people of action, man. You remember when Jacob Zuma was thrown to jail, man? I know people right now, they are saying that, no, people went out to loot not because of Jacob Zuma, because of they are hungry. No, are they full today? Are they full today? If the reason that made people to go out and riot and loot the malls, it's because the people were hungry. Are people okay today? No, people are not okay today. People went out to protest and to burn down infrastructure because they were not happy that Jacob Zuma was thrown to jail. And these people told you that, guys, if Jacob Zuma goes to jail, KZN is going to stand still. Now they are telling you that, guys, if the courts do not take our side, then South Africa is going to be a standstill. And for some reason, I take their threats very seriously. I don't want to lie. I'm taking these people's threats very seriously. It's hard for me to dismiss these people, man. It's hard for me. I've tried to dismiss these MK guys. I honestly, God knows that I tried to dismiss these MK guys. But I'm taking their threats very seriously. And I think you should take their threats seriously too.
Of the High Court of Bloemfontein decision, but we, regardless, we are here to support Jacob Zuma. We are saying, regardless of the High Court of Bloemfontein decision, but we as MK, we are going to get what we want, a national referendum. We want all these laws to be changed in order to address a social justice of land.
Now, I think right now he's talking about the Dutch laws that Jacob Zuma was complaining about. You remember Jacob Zuma was the president of the country for nearly 10 years. He did nothing for those Dutch laws. Actually, if those Dutch laws actually worked on his favor. But now that he's no longer the president of the country, they are talking about changing the laws. So I'm thinking this is what he's talking about.
We still need a social justice of land in our country to address economic freedom. No one can stand and talk about the economic growth without us getting a land from the white monopoly capital. I think today is an example of taxpayers' money that are being wasted.
I mean, like, these people... These people are supporters of Jacob Zuma, man. They have no guard, they have no stand to talk about the taxpayers that are being wasted. They have no, like, you don't have a leg, my guy, to talk about the taxpayer money that has been wasted. How many millions, how many billions of taxpayers have Jacob Zuma wasted? How many billions of taxpayers' money has Jacob Zuma squandered? Now you are crying over a court case. You are talking about the taxpayer money. Like, how many taxpayer, how many millions, how many billions Jacob Zuma squandered? I mean, Jacob Zuma built his own home with the taxpayers' money. Now you're gonna cry over a court case? Come on.
Example of taxpayers' money that are being wasted by taking the MK to High Court.
So you're saying the ANC's application is far-fetched?
No. Actually, what we are here is nothing, because we are not expecting less than to win this case, because all the procedures of registration was controlled by the IEC. In fact, it's IEC who's supposed to be called by the ANC to come and account, not the MK, not our leader.
Man, don't lie. IEC was called to account, man. IEC was called to account, don't lie.
Because our processes are genuine, we completed as it was expected.
And the man is telling the truth, man. The IEC allowed everything to happen. This is the reason why I started this video. I said that I'm blaming everything that is happening in the country today on IEC. The fact that South Africans might not go to the polls is because of IEC. The gentleman is telling the truth. IEC allowed the processes to move swiftly, knowing very well that these processes, these names, these logos, they might cause problems, but IEC said it's fine. IEC said it's fine. So I'm blaming IEC. I said it before that if you guys are not going to be able to go to the polls next time, just know that the IEC had everything to do with it.
Processes are genuine. We completed as it was expected. Mandla.
Oh. Guys, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm taking these people's threats very seriously, man. I've never taken people's threats so seriously, man. But these MK guys, man, it looks like they mean business, man. They mean business. They are very serious about what they want to do. They mean business, these guys. Guys, please tell me what you think on the comment section. Don't forget to hit that like button, and the most important part, subscribe. My name is Thomas Mabaso. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.